and all those things. I really would love for Grandma to see me doing great things, but if Grandma hadn't died, that's another thing. I look at all my so-called tragedies like homelessness, cancer. I look, and even while I'm going through it, and I see the good in it. And I knew at the time that the reason why Grandma left was to kind of put me in charge and show my family that they are infinite. You are infinite in value, Mama. I love you. I turned my tragedies into triumph. And I know that God allowed these things to happen to me, or I should say, God allowed these things to happen for me. God allowed this in my life so that I could learn and become the best I could. I never even thought possible. Why do we wait until it rains to get prepared? What's up, y'all? If this is your first time coming to my channel, thank you so much for coming. Comment below with your name and how did you find my channel. You are infinite in value. My name is Liberty V Justice, and there's no period in my V because my victories never end, and yours don't have to either, my friends. Thank you so much, and to my returning champions, thank you so much for being here with my most challenging, and that's why they've been the most victorious times. Guys, thank you so much. This has been the greatest time of my life because it made me realize who I am. Today's a special day, December 23rd, 2019. And thank you, extra thanks for coming today, because today I have 12 years clean and sober. And it is also 3 years since my grandmother died. Both very significant events in my life, obviously. And 3 years ago, when my grandmother died, just got real. You know what I mean? It's like I had cancer before that. I got my master's degree. I thought it was stupid, but now I got a master's degree. And I was already homeless, sleeping outside. Now I sleep outside because home is a condition of the heart, right? But when Grandma died, something happened to me, I did one of my best vlogs ever that day on my channel. I was so proud of myself that I realized that when Grandma died, I realized that I was wasting so much time. That's one thing. I realized that I am infinite in value. I am worth it, I would say to myself. And that's where I'm Worth It Incorporated came from. That's where my channel name, that's why it was my name before, but then I changed it to I'm Worth It. Because I want to empower you and show you that you can do anything you want to do if you want to do it badly enough. If not, you'll find an excuse. And that you are infinite in value. That's a fact. It says it in the Bible. God loves us all. God loves us all the same. We're all the same in God's eyes. And we are all infinite in value. We are all priceless. We are all created in God's image. We are all the same. Todos en el mundo son mismo, pero una diferencia, one difference, choices. So we all make different choices. So, I made the choice that I'm going to step up and that I'm a trillionaire and I'm the wealthiest woman to ever walk this planet. I'm the best wife ever. I'm going to have a private jet, a 1970 Boss 302, because those things will get me to you quicker. I could perform on stages. Well, I can do that now, but I can have so much more time. Like I said, I hate wasting time. So having a private jet saves me time from getting on commercial flights and going to Africa and shots and all these things. I could just get on the plane and go, right? But when Grandma died, that's when I realized, like, hey, what Grandma, I didn't necessarily believe what Grandma told me at the time, but I said, I'm gonna pretend like I do because that's the best way to honor my grandmother, and I'll be like her, Grandma was Jesus in skin to me, and the day that Grandma died, I had 9 years clean and sober, and I didn't want to drink at all. I didn't want to get high or anything. I did want to stuff my face with a bunch of garbage, which I eventually did. And I had the excuse that it was Christmas, so I was trying to be good, and then eventually I messed up and ate a bunch of crap that made me feel like crap, and it made me more depressed and feel worse. So, but I realized one thing, that when Grandma died, is that one, I realized I realized a lot of things, I should say. I realized that I'm a musician, and I realized that because all these flashbacks of people tell me, living in Colombia, I love your music, I love it when you sing and dance, you give me energy and stuff like that. And so, yeah, I realized that that I'm a musician, and also because I didn't know how to speak to people, right? But no, but seriously, I did a lot of inner thinking, and I had my headphones on 24 hours a day. Like, the only time I took my headphones off was when I was bathing. And if they have, I'm thinking maybe I should make some waterproof headphones and put them in, because the best way to hear music is through headphones, and if I can wear them in the shower or the pool and stuff like that, that'd be great. But, So I realized it. Music moved me. It helped me heal of cancer. Toby Mac was one of the people that helped me heal of cancer. Grandma went to that concert with me. And I realized also that I needed to harness my emotions in the proper direction if I was going to make a difference in this world. I can't be anxious and depressed and fearful and angry and all those negative things. I can't have those things hindering me, because that's what everybody else has, and that's what everybody else is living off of fear and everything. So I can't change the world if I'm just like everybody else, right? I got to be different. So I had to learn how to harness my emotions. So those are the lessons that I got from Grandma's death. And also that you should love people without expectations. You should never withhold love either. You should never get angry at somebody and withhold love because maybe they really hurt you really bad. But and even they might reject you too, so don't worry about that. Because like, hey, you were mean to somebody. Say for example, I was mean to a friend, and let's call him Charles. I was mean to my friend Charles, and he's mad at me, but I go to try to apologize and he doesn't accept it. But I just give love and I don't get mad. Maybe I might get a little sad, but not for too long, because you never know, man. Charles could be dead tonight. So as long as I made things right, and I can feel good about myself. I felt good about myself. With Grandma, we never had any problems really, and maybe in the past, many years before she died, but I felt good. The only thing I wish now is I wish Grandma could see me now and see all my progress and the great things that are going to be happening. I wish Grandma could go on the private jet with me and my husband to Africa, and all those things. I really would love for Grandma to see me doing great things, but you know, if Grandma hadn't died, you know, that's another thing. I look at all my so-called tragedies like homelessness, cancer. I look, and even while I'm going through it, and I see the good in it. And I knew at the time that the reason why Grandma left was to kind of put me in charge and show my family that they are infinite. You are infinite in value, Mama. I love you. And Kathy, Kelly, Kyle, Will, Jenny, Hannah, Dylan, Blake, Riley, Zane, I mean, I can go on and on. Lori, all of you, Chrissy, I can't keep track of all your new babies, but Jonathan, all of you guys, Jackson, all of you, Athena, there's so many people, but I love you guys so much, all of my family, and even Uncle Joe's family. You know who you are. I love you guys. I gotta stop this, but and my Uncle Joe too, not Uncle Joe and my cousins and Michelle and Julie and your family. I love you guys. You are infinite in value. You can do anything you want to do. And so I knew I had to step up, and every time that I have something happen in my life, that's another thing, is that every time I was trying to say, I turned my tragedies into triumph. And I know that God allowed these things to happen to me, or I should say, God allowed these things to happen for me. You know, God allowed this in my life so that I could learn and become the best I could. I never even thought possible. From sleeping outside, I never thought I could be this good. I never thought, and that's my point, is that why do we wait until the rain to step up? And I thought about this today because it's raining right now. It's like, well, it's drizzling. It's not raining, but why didn't I prepare my bag before and put all my stuff in the plastic and wrap it up so it doesn't get soaking wet and have warm clothes later? Why didn't I think about the future, 10 years ago or 15 years ago? And I'm not dwelling on that now, but what I really want to do is pump it up and move even faster, be successful sooner with my YouTube channel, with my music, and everything I do, because it's for you, and I need to show y'all, because this world is a hurting world out there. So don't wait until the rain to prepare. Start now, okay? Because you're going to suck at first, whatever it is you want to do, but start now and sacrifice the things that you think that you want right now, because later they're going to become your prison, and you'll feel much better once you start getting into that groove and learning things, whatever you want to do, and succeeding. You'll feel happy and good about yourself, and you won't even want those vices won't even be a thing. Like I said, I made one of the best episodes I've ever made when Grandma died, because I knew that I had to do it. I had to step up. I had no other choice. Like when I'm running down the street, why can't I run that fast? And I can only run that fast when it rains. That's crazy. So I just wanted to remind you that you are infinite in value. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Comment below. Let me know, what are you struggling with? What's your big challenge right now? And how are you going to try to overcome it? How can we support you in this community, champions? You are infinite in value. My name is Liberty V Justice, and there's no period in my V, because my victories never end, and yours don't have to either, my friends. Thank you so much once again for coming. Comment. Let me know. You are infinite in value. Why do we wait until the rain to get prepared? Thank you.